Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Let's put that one up on there. This, however, is going to get us 11,000 euros for these bales that we got right here. And then after we've got the 11,000 for this, we get another 10,000. If we take off the 9 for, 900, we're still going to wind up with a good 20,000 euros for finishing this job. 20 grand is pretty good. We would like to be able to get, I think our target was 52,000. We are going to be able to sell a few pallets of wool. That's going to be another few thousand to come in. And then we've also got some produce to go from the greenhouses. That's going to be a bit more money to come in. Is it going to be enough? Are we going to reach our 22,000 target so that we can make our own silage? We can move the silage. We already have the means to move the silage. We've got a bale spike. It'd be better if we had a grab, I think. And then we could load the bales onto a trailer, strap them down without any trouble. So we might need to go and buy a bale grab. But that's fine. I mean, you'd expect to have a bale grab anyway. That's something that you would expect to have. Let's unload. See if we can do this. Make one last boatload of money out of this one. The money is ticking down for those plows, but I think that they're going to be getting close to finishing their job soon. So I'm alright with that. I had a problem with this Anderson thing when it first came out in FS 11,449 euros, and so we had 12,500 from that one. That is rather lovely. Okay, let's go over to you. You are very nearly finished this job, and we'll go into here, and we'll come down to that one, and we'll go completed right there. We lose 562, so we get another 10 grand. 22 and almost 23,000. Fantastic. Almost 23,000. So we've got 22,600 right there. And then we've got these two ploughing jobs active. The big job is 69%. This one here is 86% and doing really well. We don't actually have to run this until it's finished now. Like, what we could do is we can fast forward and do some work back on our farm if we want to. There's nothing to stop us from doing that and trying to earn a little bit of money while we're at it. So I think that we're not going to do cultivating jobs. I'm not interested in doing those. We've got field 23 we could go and plough. That's another 5,600 on that one. And there's a couple of these sowing jobs. It's that one, sunflowers. I go and buy some seed. I don't think that's going to pay as well as this one up here. We've got a lovely seed drill there, but I think that's going to require a couple of refills. So I don't really want to get involved with that, whereas ploughing, you just get on with it, don't you? So let's take that contract right there. Accept that one. This one here can just carry on doing what it's doing, and so can this one. He's doing great. And then we go to... Ah, you idiot, Frith. I accepted contract instead of... That was really daft, wasn't it? That was really daft. Cancel. Yes. There. Collect. 0. I have the refresh contracts one, so I'm going to refresh contracts. See if the ploughing one comes back. What have we got now? 2 cultivating ones. That was the fertilizing one that just came up there. New one there in field 6. Fine, we'll go field 17 ploughing. 5,000. It's not quite as much, but it's pretty good. And this time, let's go borrow items rather than accept contract. That's the confusing bit. This is why I always do it, because it says accept contract. And so you just automatically accept the contract, but it's not accepting the contract properly, is it? So this is field 17, which is directly behind field 16 down that road down there. We get that one going there, and then we can carry right on again. We can let that one go, and then I think I'll just skip the night, You don't get massive wage payments that you've got to fork out on overnight while they're busy working or anything like that, and the contracts just keep going. So that bit will be absolutely fine. We can do that. Fold you over out here and get up there to field 17. Nice and quick. And as soon as I've done that, I think we can then skip the night, and then we will do a bit of work on our own place. We need to go around with the water bowser and fill everything up with water, so the greenhouses, the sheep, and if there's a few pallets there to take, we can take those as well. The wool is not quite ready to go yet. It's May that the best price is available, so this year we will just gather up the wool that we've got, and we will take that off and we will sell it in order to generate that extra little bit of income. These 3 jobs, I'm hopeful that with the 3 jobs in total, we'll get about 10,000 euros in profit on these 3 jobs. The next step on top of that is obviously going to be getting a wrapper. But maybe we can do that later in the year. Maybe our first cut can be just... we can do hay as our first cut, and then we can deal with getting something else afterwards. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm going to bring you in here, unfold you, and I'm going to start you from this side because of the slope on the end of the field. I don't want you to be a confused and confuddled worker. So I'll bring you down there and set you going in here. Like that. I was going to say, there is a red cross there. I thought I seen something flashing out there on the side. It's because this is the edge of the map. See? Right there. That's the edge of the map. So, hired help. Off you go. Doing that. We've now got 3 hired helpers working hard in the field. This one has very nearly almost finished. So that'll be one job that we can cash in at least. And then this one's not going to take very much longer to finish as well. 10,000 is what I'm hoping for. We will see about that. Let's go and get some sleep first. I feel that we've earned it. We've had a busy day. There. Hear that beeping? That's wage payments every hour that's going past. That gives you an idea of the hourly rate. So it's €1 per hour that was going out while we skipped through the night. They are still busy working on their jobs up there. So we've got 96% in the long field, 77 in that one, and then you are 3% of the way in on this one. So we're now in the morning. We've got 2 fertilizer jobs. The ploughing job has not come back. And then we've got those sowing jobs. I'm not going to worry about those. Let's have a look at our sheeps. We have... Actually, if we just have a look in here. I can never remember how much water actually needs to be in there. 1,500 litres, isn't it? It's about 1,500. So we've got 1,117 wool there. I've got 2,500 there. So there's 3,000 wool that we can sell. The price should still be going up for wool. Right there. It's coming down a bit in the spinnery. But I mean, we're on about 1,200 right now. And it peaked now, by the look of it. It's saying that this is the peak. So I'm hoping that May won't bring too much of a reduction. I've got 2 full pallets here that I can sell. And then another full pallet down here. What I was kind of hoping is that that pallet would fill by the end of the day, but I think that's a bit hopeful, actually. Another 24 hours. I mean, it might. It might. Another 24 hours. Let's start by putting some water around in all of the different buildings. I'm just starting up the tractors again, as I have come back for a new recording, and going through those. So this one over here is now a green Deutz. I don't remember if this one was a black one or not. I'm pretty sure one of them was a black Deutz, but it's now green now that we've left the game and come back into it. This one over here, just as I finished up the recording, which was literally only a few seconds ago for you, admittedly, I had it come up as completed. So now that I've come back in, it's saying field not recognized. So it is something that it does. If you save and exit just after it says contract complete, it won't let you do anything else. So that one we're just going to leave. The farmer apparently wants a set-aside strip right down through the middle of his field. Not really sure why, but we'll go with that. And field 12 we will collect right there. So that one's done. Field 15, the baling contract, I'm not going to do that one. 26,000 we've got at the moment. Now, I did ask you all, it was a little while ago for me, but I've just now had, a couple days ago, the results of me asking you that. Did you want me to be gathering up cheese? And it was a unanimous yes. The developers put it into the game, so we should go and get them. So we're going to do these two contracts here, these two ploughing ones, and we're going to cash in on these, and then we'll, if we need any more money to get our round baler and our wrapper, we'll find some cheese. Although it was pointed out by one person, I cannot remember who it was, I'm really sorry, I'm terrible at this, but someone did point out in one of the comments that it would actually be better if we weren't finding cheese randomly lying around up in the mountains. It sort of seems a little bit not quite right going and just finding random pieces of cheese lying around. But what we could find lying around, wait a minute, oh no, of course we can't. We've got a, I was wondering why I couldn't skip to the shop down here, but there's a very specific reason for that. Let's go and visit. We've got the forklift over here is set on the exclusion list, so I can't do that. It was pointed out that you wouldn't find random bits of cheese, but you might find the occasional rare truffle growing somewhere. And I thought, well, that's actually a really, really good idea. So, you know, if we could just say that they're truffles rather than pieces of cheese, because, you know, finding a random piece of cheese lying around, it's probably not going to be worth very much, I will be honest. Like, I've never really found a random piece of cheese just lying around and then thought, that's going to be worth a fortune. So we'll call it a truffle instead, but I'm still not going to get it yet. We're going to wait until we've picked up the ploughing contracts. Once the ploughing contracts are finished, we'll do that, and then, well, I'm not really sure how we're going to do the rest. Now, I don't know where we would go and find the, oh, there's one. Right next to the giant cheese sign. There was bound to be one here somewhere, wasn't there? So there's another one right there. There's two pieces of cheese that we know of. Two truffles. Sorry, two truffles. We're going to call them truffles now. I'm sure there was another one somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't remember where it was. So anyway, those are truffles. The other thing is, oh, I know what I want to do. We've had the actual autoload trailer released. It is now on ModHub, and so I have deleted the mod that I got from Mod Hoster, and I'm now just using the one that is on ModHub, and it's the same one. Like, I was wondering whether or not it would actually still be in the game once I reloaded, but it is. It's all here. It's absolutely fine. This is fantastic news. It means that we have got some money coming in there. Now, down over this way in our greenhouses, we've got a load of tomatoes to go and sell. I've got 1,000 litres in there. These are 500. Yeah, so I got 2 extra pallets of those to sell. And we've got another 7 pallets of strawberries to sell in here. So we've got a whole load of stuff there, which is more money to come in. And, well, we're going to be able to get our bales, which means that we'll be able to make silage. We can go and, well, we can't stack them up with that one. We're going to need a silage grab. That is one thing that we're going to need. We're going to need a silage grab to be able to get these bales. And then, if we want to branch out to chickens, we're going to need to grow wheat. And we're going to need a combine. We're going to need a plough. What do we go for root crops first? I don't really know. I don't know which way around to do it. I think maybe the root crops first would be the better option. Not sure about this. Genuinely not sure. We need something to do planting with. Now, to plant the... we don't want a potato planter, but to be able to plant sugar beet, we need one of these. We need a planter. And to be able to go and plant the wheat for the chickens, we need a seed drill. So we'd have to take the smallest one. Actually, we've got some smaller ones over here. We've got these over here. These are really cool ones. So we'll have one of those for planting the wheat. And we need a plow. So it's actually fairly cheap to get the wheat going. Planters. I haven't got any cheap mods for planters yet. I am trying to stick with just the stuff on ModHub. I'm trying to stick with just that. I mean, that one's actually not too bad. That one's pretty cheap. At only 15,000. So we could take that one. There's sugar beet. We want a cultivator. We're going to need a plow. So what do we got? Plow up here. We're going to need one of these. So we'd have to go with that one, I think. I mean, could we do that one? Would our tractor run it? 160 horsepower requirement. That one's 2.5 meters wide. This one's only 1.2. I would rather have that one. It is a wider plow. I mean, we've got a couple of little mods over here. That's 1.3. That's 2 meters wide. There, that's 22,000. This one's only 16. It's a lot cheaper. I'm not going to use one of these types. I don't really want to do a chisel plow. It doesn't seem like it sort of fits with the theme of the region that we're working in. So we're going to leave those. That one there is 36,000 at 2.5 meters. That one is 2 meters at 22,000. I mean, that's only $6,000, that one. That one, if we can. 160 horsepower. What's our tractor? Let's jump in and have a look. Doesn't actually tell me here, does it? Well, that's no good. Garage. That's the garage. Tractors. Valtra. 190 horsepower. Repair rate is 33%. Oh, that's damage, 33%. I have found out that if the tractor is damaged, it actually outputs less horsepower. So if the tractor's damaged, it's going to struggle to pull that plow. We don't want the plow yet. Anyway, we want to do mowing and we want to do baling. Now, we've got a front-mounted mower right here. We might actually be able to do something that we did in Boulder Canyon. What we used to do is we'd have a mower on the front of the tractor and a baler on the back, and we'd just go along, except that had to be square bales, didn't it? Didn't work with round bales, because it wouldn't automatically unload it. So, ideally what we want then is a mower on the front, and a mower on the back, which is more money, but we have more money available. Now, I'm hoping that silage is going to get us our next round of money. So, really, it's the harvesting that is going to be the ultimate decision, because the rest of it is about the same. We need to be able to break the ground, which we've got to buy stuff for. And so what we're looking for is the sugarcane beet technology right here. We need that one, and we need a home topper right there. So we have to have that one and that one together, which is 123,000, sorry. 123,000. We could do it with that one and scat them all out onto the ground and then go and pick them up. But I'm not really sure that I want to do that. We did that already in a previous series, in the last series. So I'm not going to go with that option. We'll go with this. There's 123,000 that we have to have if we're going to be able to harvest anything. In this one, the cheapest combine that we can get is 75,000. So we do save a bit of money there, except that the combine itself is absolutely fine. It's got a 4,900 litre tank. It's absolutely brilliant, but we also need a header to go with it, so it depends on that a little bit. That's 25,000. What was the combine? I've forgotten already. 75. So that's 100,000 for the combine and the header. We need a trailer. No matter what we're getting, we have to have a trailer. So it doesn't matter if it's just it doesn't matter if it's the combine or the beet. We got to have a trailer either way. One thing that we do need to have is a header trailer. So it'll be the small one there, the top liner. Either that one. Well, we can go with that one. That one right there. We go with the. It's the. It is specifically for a Deutz, but I mean, maybe it will fit the other one. We'd have to find that one out. Maybe it won't. Maybe we've got to have that one. Combinations. The Russell Mash Power Stream. Back. Go to that one, and I click on. Yeah. Okay, so we need this one, which is 3,500, which makes 103,500, whereas the sugar beet harvesting option is 123,000. It's 20,000 more to be able to do the sugar beet harvesting option first. So we've got that to take into account, but with the wheat, we want that to be able to feed chickens, which means that we'd also want to be able to buy the chickens to make the wheat worthwhile. So we need to also take into account that one. And so we're going to just quickly look here for the animals and the chickens right there. 6,000 for an open pen for chickens. Now, I don't really like the idea of an open pen for chickens. It doesn't seem right. Because no shelter for them. I suppose we could maybe build a little shed inside for them. But that's about 6,000. Then you got that option there, which is 80 grand for 360 chickens. But then we've got this one. This is a mod. I think this is part of the Bavarian... yeah, I think this is part of the Bavarian sheds, which wouldn't be out of place, actually. That mod pack. There's a mod pack. There's a whole load of Bavarian-style placeables. And this is one of them. And this doesn't seem all that out of place. It's 360. I'm not entirely sure about the money on here, so I'm going to ask everybody... now on the video. I am asking some questions each week on the Great Book of Names channel, exclusively on the Discord, and that is for the people who've earned their way into the Great Book of Names. If you'd like more details, you can go along and check it out on the Discord as well. So that one right there, I don't really know. Like, this is 360 chickens, and this one's 360 chickens. Now, they're both options in the game, they're both mods, but I don't like mods that give you the exact same result for a tiny fraction of the price. Right, we've got about 12% of the total price of this one right here, 360 chickens, this one, 360 chickens. So it's exactly the same, but the price difference is ridiculous. So why would we want to go for that one? So, does that feel wrong to you? Should we use the Bavarian one or not? Because to me, I'm not sure. It sort of seems like maybe it's a bit much. Maybe I should take some extra money out on top of buying it, so that we go for we have a construction at, say, half the price of that one, or we say 40,000 in total. So I'll remove 31,000 euros from the game if we want to buy this one. Give me your thoughts, right? Just if you want to do a ramble in the comment section, what do you think about having this cheap version over this version right here? This is the in-game, the base game one right here. That's 79,000 euros. And this is the Bavarian pack option, which gives us exactly the same kind of pen, the same number of chickens, but it's only 9,000 instead of 79,000. So to me, I don't know. That seems like we're cutting a bit of a corner there, so I'm not sure if we should go for this one or not. So give me your thoughts in the comments down below. But I think we will go for this one first, and then we've got there's some decorative options in here for fences. There's no others. We've got others there. That's we go with something like that, an old wooden garden shed. And we got 60 chickens, so, I mean, maybe we'd want a slightly bigger garden shed like that one. And we put that one inside the pen, because you can do that. Like, see, we could place that one inside the pen, and then that could be what the chickens could live in if we just get the small one. Because if we just get that small pen for the chickens, them just being out in the open air, that doesn't seem right. So we can do that, at least to start off with, while we think about other things. But we can only have 30 chickens in there. So all told, to be able, we've got to buy chickens, we've got to buy the chicken pen. Wheat, doing the wheat and doing the sugar beet is ultimately going to end up being about the same price. So maybe a little bit cheaper for the chickens. So I think we'll go with the chickens first, because that will take time to start building up the eggs. And then after we've done a crop of wheat, we can then maybe think about doing some sugar beet as well, although we're going to have to then go and buy all the harvesting equipment for that as well. Let's just quickly see how these guys are getting on. That one's about halfway done on that field. This one over here has now finished. So better cash that one in. We'll let those two just carry on. So we're going to take our tractor all the way down to town, and we are going to buy ourselves a brand new mower. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to kill two birds with one stone. I'm going to leave the front weight behind. I'm going to go there and lower that bad boy down. Like that. Now, if we go and take a look in here, we want to do grass this time, but then we want to grow wheat. The planting season for wheat is September, October, so that's when we want to be starting to do the planting. So we do the chickens first, because then chickens will... we'll be able to start collecting eggs from them, and that'll be some additional income for us coming in. Something else that I got was... what else was it? There was another mod. It was another new mod, and now I can't remember what it was. I just thought of it a second ago. I got the AI leaving tractor marks now as you drive it up and down, but it wasn't that one I was going to tell you. I can't remember. Right, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, escape didn't work then. Why is escape no longer working to leave the screen? Is it because I've got this one on? Press escape to go in here. Oh! There's an interesting bug. If you've got the autoload trailer hooked on, you cannot press escape to leave the escape menu. Same with the shop. I can't press escape to leave. That is a really weird bug. I don't know if there's a way that I can report that, but I'll see if I can report it somewhere. But that is definitely, it's only if you're hooked onto that trailer that it did it. But yeah, that is a really interesting bug, actually. Like some bugs that it's really interesting the way that they work, and quite why that one is stopping us from being able to escape out of those menus, I don't really know, but it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these down to the shop. We've got prices in here. When was it that I wanted to sell the wool? I can't remember now. None of the buttons are working. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.